Hello and welcome. You hear the term artificial intelligence, or AI, everywhere these days. Well, today, we're going to cut through all that noise and talk about how this technology is becoming a really helpful new assistant in a place that matters to every single one of us, our healthcare.
Just so you know, all the information we're covering today comes directly from Chapter 4 of the tutorial, Introduction to Artificial Intelligence for Older Adults, which was created by Virtualization Options LLC.
So, to get us started, just imagine this for a second. What if your doctor, who you know and trust, had a new assistant? And I don't mean just any assistant. I'm talking about one that could analyze information at incredible speeds. That, right there, is the best way to think about AI in medicine. It's a helpful partner, not a replacement.
So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll look at how AI acts as your doctor's helper. Then, we'll dive into how it gives doctors a kind of supervision for diagnosis. We'll also see how it helps create treatments made just for you, and even how it can help you monitor your health at home. And finally, and this part is so important, we'll talk about what AI can't do.
Okay, so the main thing to get your head around is that AI is just a tool. It's a new tool in the doctor's toolkit, designed to make medical care even better. You can think of it like a calculator for an accountant, right? It does all the complex number crunching super fast, so the accountant can focus on the big picture. AI does the exact same thing for doctors, helping them sort through information so they can focus completely on you.
And this is probably the most important thing I'll say today. A machine can look at data, sure, but it can't offer you a reassuring hand, or truly understand your worries, or use years and years of human experience to figure out what's best for you. Your doctor's expertise and their compassion will always be the most important part of your care.
All right, let's see how this works in the real world. We'll start at the very beginning of any health journey, getting a good, accurate diagnosis. And this is one area where AI is already giving doctors what you might call technological supervision.
So how does it do that? Well, at its heart, AI is just fantastic at finding patterns. It can help your doctor comb through really complex stuff, like medical scans and lab tests, way faster and with a very high degree of accuracy. This helps them spot potential issues much sooner.
And this isn't some far-off future thing. It applies to a lot of tests you're probably already familiar with. You can think of AI as providing a really valuable second opinion when your doctor is looking at X-rays, CT scans, MRIs, or even the results from blood work and tissue samples. It's always looking for those tiny, subtle clues.
Yeah, because these AI systems can be trained on literally millions of medical images, they sometimes get very good at spotting tiny little details that might be hard for the human eye to catch. But, and this is key, the AI only flags what it finds. Your doctor is always the one who makes the final diagnosis. Okay, so once you have a diagnosis, what's next? Treatment. And this is another exciting area where AI is helping us shift away from a one-size-fits-all mindset and move towards creating treatment plans that are designed specifically for you.
So what do we mean by a personalized treatment plan? Well, it means we're moving beyond what works for the average person. Instead, AI can analyze your very specific health profile, your history, maybe even your genetics, to help your doctor predict which treatments are most likely to work best for you, and hopefully with fewer side effects.
Let's break down how that works. First, the AI system takes a deep dive into your health data, your medical history, your current conditions, all of it. Then, based on that deep dive, it suggests treatments that have the best chance of success for someone just like you. But the most crucial step is the last one. Your doctor takes that information and uses their own wisdom and experience to make the final decision with you.
Healthcare isn't something that just happens at the doctor's office, and AI is becoming a really important partner for managing your health day to day, right from the comfort of your own home.
Now, this can be a total game changer, especially if you're managing a chronic condition. There are devices that can monitor things like your heart rate or blood pressure while you're at home and then securely send that information to your doctor. This means your care team can spot potential problems early, sometimes before you even notice any symptoms. It can bring a lot of peace of mind.
And you might have already seen some of these things. Smartwatches that keep an eye on your heart rhythm. That's a perfect example. There are also remote monitors for different conditions and even AI-powered pill dispensers that can give you reminders. There are even apps that can help you keep track of your mood to support your mental wellness.
So, we've talked a lot about what AI can do, but it's just as important, if not more important, to understand what it can't do. Knowing the limits of this technology is absolutely key to using it safely. Think of these as the guardrails.
It really just comes down to this simple comparison.
AI is fantastic at analyzing data, finding patterns, and doing it all really fast. But your doctor's role, that's uniquely human. It's about using judgment, showing compassion, and at the end of the day, making the final decisions about your health with you.
Okay, let's wrap this up with 4 critical things to always remember. First, say it with me. AI is a tool, not a doctor. Second, it's only as good as the data it learned from. Third, your personal medical info is precious, and it has to be protected. And fourth, not all the health apps and gadgets out there are created equal. Make sure they've been properly tested and approved. You know, this is also a good time to be on the lookout for scams. If you get an email or a call promising some AI miracle cure, be very, very skeptical.
And that brings us to the most important piece of advice of all. If any device or app or system gives you some kind of health recommendation, the rule is simple. Always talk to your doctor about it before you do anything. You are the captain of your healthcare team, and your doctor is your most trusted advisor.
So as we finish up, I want to leave you with a little something to think about. Based on everything we've talked about today, what's one question about AI that you could ask your doctor at your next appointment? Because being an active, informed partner in your own healthcare, well, that's the most powerful tool there is. Thanks for joining me.